Hey, yo, what up? Y'all know what it is. Y'all see where I'm at? Back at it. You in tune behind the desk, man. It's Monty, King Gigawatt. The Queen just sent me a video. First of all, hit the notification bell, share, like, subscribe. Let everybody know what's going on and that I'm back. It's my life. Anyway, the Queen sent me a video about these real ID joints that you got to have a real ID by October the 1st, 2020. And if you don't have a real ID, you can't fly, you can't get in any federal buildings. There's a lot of stuff that you can't do if you don't have a real ID. Um, I'm gonna speak from two different perspectives. I'm gonna speak from the other people's perspectives, which is everyone who pretty much cares about this situation. They're like, oh no, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people who's like, man, forget it. I just want to move to Africa, or I just want to move out of the country because this country is wilding. I agree. Um, this country is doing too much. Uh, like you gotta like they're forcing you to, you know what I'm saying, face scan and all this extra stuff so they can point you out and stuff like that to see if you're supposed to be here, if you're not supposed to be here. To a point, though, I understand where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just what happened to privacy at this point. You know what I'm saying? But why be private if you're not supposed to be here? You know what I'm saying? If you're supposed to be here, why is there a problem for you to scan your face or, you know what I'm saying, register yourself into the city or the state or whatnot? Like, why is that a problem if you ain't got nothing to hide? You know what I'm saying? So I see from different angles of where people was coming from to be like, man, that's crazy. The government is wild and the things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So I, I, well, I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say because from everybody else's standpoint, I see where y'all coming from. I can understand where y'all coming from. You know what I'm saying? I even work at a government building, and you know what I'm saying. So I got to go into a lot of government buildings, and I'm not about to lose my job or be like, no, I'm not gonna do it because this, and this, or I believe in this, and it caused me to jeopardize my job. That's just a stupid move to me. You know what I'm saying? Just to prove my point that, oh, well, you don't run me and this, and this. But I mean, let me fill you on how I feel about it. This is how I feel about it. At the end of the day, bro, I'm just here temporarily, bro. I'm only here to do what I'm supposed to do, and then I'm on to the next life. If people believe in heaven, if people believe in the next afterlife or whatnot, I believe in a lot of things. I'm not going to go back and forth with people on what I believe and what I don't. You know what I'm saying? I feel that there's something after this, definitely, and that's why I'm here temporarily. You know what I'm saying? And so while I'm temporarily here, I'm focusing on what I'm supposed to do, the task at hand. You know what I'm saying? Giving out the good news, letting people know how I feel about how I live, and continuing on my journey to be more like Christ. That's how I look at it. That's just me. To be more like God, to be a better human being, a positive role model, things of that nature, but doing it from a different angle. I'm not doing it from the church angle that everybody else would do it. I'm choosing not to go that route. I'm choosing a whole nother route to see to get the message put out there. So my route is definitely different than the average route, and people would be like, "Ah, well, that doesn't really make sense," but it kind of does. You know what I'm saying? I have more range to be able to do a lot of things outside of the church than I do inside the church because they want you to do so much stuff. And I'm not. And shout out to everybody who go to church, because I'm not telling you not to go, things of that nature. And definitely, I'll be going back to church. I probably won't become a member, but I'll definitely would go just to fellowship with the saints, and listen to the word by some of these, you know what I'm saying, ministers that actually bring the true word out. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of us, it's a lot of people who, it's so much stuff that needs to be done outside of the church walls, or so much stuff that needs to be done if you're a believer outside of the quote unquote church walls, they would call it, that but you do so much stuff inside the church walls, and you find yourself not doing nothing outside of it. and you continue to keep, like, I'm still real big on this. If the church is a hospital, then why do you keep going to the hospital over and over and over? If you're sick, you go to the hospital, and then when you're better, why continue to go to the hospital? You know what I'm saying? I'm really digging deep into figuring that part out. You know what I'm saying? Because there's still a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so some stuff makes sense to me, and some stuff just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. And I'm, like I said, I'm not talking or disrespecting nobody. Like I said, my mom's a pastor. My sister is in the church heavy. My brother's in the church heavy. Everybody's in the church heavy. My grandfather's in the church heavy. I was born in the church, so I know what it's all about. Like, I'm hip to all of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm living the same life that they living without even going. And I'm not like purposely like, hey, I choose to not go on purpose. Sometimes my work schedule permits it to me not to go. And then there's other times it's just like, man, I can do so much stuff that be powerful outside of the church building. I don't really have to go into the church building. That would be an impact. And that's just me. But that's how I move. That's not how everybody else moves. It's a lot of other people who probably need to go to the church every day. And I'm not mad at you whatsoever. That's your position. Play your position. You know what I'm saying? If we all still moving as a body, then we making it happen. But if we all not moving like we supposed to be moving, then the body is stuck. So you got to play your part. And everybody wants to play the same part. That's the reason why the body don't move. You got everybody who wants to play the hand. When you need somebody to be the wrist, you need somebody to be the finger, you need somebody to need to be the leg, the thumb, you know what I'm saying, the leg, the stomach, the chest, all of it to make the body function. And everybody just wants to play this part. You got to find what part you're supposed to be playing and play it. And don't let nobody else tell you this is what you have to do every week to make this happen. You need to figure out what you need to do. But anyway, back to this. I don't have a problem with signing up with the card because of the fact that I know I have nothing to hide, for one. For two, like I said, I don't feel, even though I'm down here, but I always lived that, and it's in the Bible. I always lived that, live in this world, but be not of it. So I never really adapted to what's going on out here in the first place. Like any apartment, any crib, any house that I stayed in, I never once was like, oh my God, I love this place so much to the point that if I die, like bury me in it, or I wish I could take it with me. Same thing with a car and stuff like that. I've never been that type of person because I know at the end, and when it's all said and done for me, I can't take none of it with me. So I enjoy it while it's here, but I don't over enjoy it to the point to where it turns into me having to, like, I can't live without this house. I can't live without this apartment. I can't live without this car. I can't live without these clothes. Like, no, because I clearly can live without all those things. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. That's why the ID thing or whatever thing won't affect me, because at the end of the day, if I'm in America, if I'm in Africa, Nigeria, Canada, it doesn't matter. I'm only here temporarily. So I don't look at this as, oh, well, that's messed up. And you know what I'm saying? Like, people got to build walls to stop people from coming into their quote unquote country. You can have this country. That's cool, because this is not my final destination. So at the end of the day, that's how I feel about the whole situation at hand. Is I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to register my ID or whatever, that's fine. But you're not going to question who I believe in. You're not going to question my faith. You're not going to force me to believe in something. You're not going to let me do anything like that, period. Because like I said, I'm only here temporarily. So if I need to follow your rules temporarily until it's my time to go, then I'll follow your rules temporarily until it's my time to go. And that doesn't make me a loser, or, man, you're corny, or you should be standing up for this. No, I'm standing up for what I believe in. Just because you don't believe in it, that does not mean that I got to rock the way you rock because we the same color, or we, you know what I'm saying, or we cousins, or we stay in the same house, or we did the same song together. So what? No, it don't. I believe what I believe. You believe what you believe, and it is what it is. It's only going to affect the people who really care about being down here. It's only going to affect the people who really care about the United States of America because they feel that they can't live without it. The people who know that they're only here for a temporary situation, and they know that there's something better and bigger and something way greater after this, they could care less about this joint. I'll just follow suit. Boom, until it's my time to go. So that's just me. I'm sorry if people agree with it or disagree, but that's just how I feel concerning the matter. God bless everybody. King Gigawatt. Follow me on Facebook. Just call me Monty. JUSCALLMEMONTE. That's on Facebook. That's on Instagram. No, that's on Facebook. That's on Twitter. And that's on Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. My Instagram is Just Call Me Monty 2020. And my caffeine is Monty 2020. MONTE 2020. And my YouTube channel, just call me Monty, and follow me and the Queen, DJ Ladybug, the Plug, LL Marie, on our YouTube channel. No, I'm sorry, it's not just call me Monty. Is our YouTube channel, which is FOC Enterprise, F.O.C. Enterprise with a Z, and that's our Instagram as well, FOC Enterprise. And we got music on the way. Like I said, we got so much stuff in the way in store. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what time it is. For real, for real. Learn the lingo or be powerless. The clothing line is on the way. Just watch. Get your watch up.